Well, hey there, you're on the internet, I have some free time, and welcome to the Triple N Network, where all you newbie nib nerds can find all the news you'll need. Let's look at an ink today, shall we? Now, today's ink is by Diamine, here in the 80 milliliter glass bottle. Meadow. It's a bright, light, vibrant green, and I think this was given to me a few years ago as a gift for Christmas or birthday or something. I haven't used that much of it because it's just too light for me to use in most instances. And all the tests were done in this Hero 616, which I said had a medium nib because I feel like that's accurate. It's these nibs are naturally pretty fine when you get them, and I just sort of smooth this one so aggressively that it I feel like it's fair to say that it's no longer fine, it's more of a medium. Let's check out the chromatography. Here you can see there's this light blue down at the bottom that then goes up into this almost lemon lime, kind of a bright color, into slightly more of a lime, and then into this just sort of straightforward green up at the top with little bits of blue at the corner. Check out the paper test, top down in density, Clairefontaine 90 grams per square meter. 12 seconds to dry, which isn't too bad considering this is, you know, a medium-ish nib. I'd say the flow is a little on the wet side. Good shading. You can see in the scrubby. It's a very light shade of green. I mean, meadow seems to fit. This does look like baby sprouts of grass, like just young spring grass. But yeah, as I think I say in here, like part of the reason why the shading is so pronounced, I think, is because it's such a light shade of ink. Really not a lot of water resistance. Dyed the page, not much is left, and what's there is very light, so... Next is Rhodia, 80 grams per square meter. Where it's thin, I feel like it's a very light shade of green. But here in the darker parts of the scrubby, I mean, it's great shading and it becomes slightly more rich, a little darker, a little easier to read. 8 seconds to dry. Decent shading. You start to get a bit of this halo effect. Good flow. Yeah, I think it's a bit on the light side for regular use. No bleed feather spread. That's pretty gone. That's, yeah, that'd be very difficult to read, and actually the camera's making it come out a bit darker than it is in person. So, yeah. Upside of it being so light is there's almost no echo. Now here it definitely got light. I mean, this is a very light, vibrant green, and you get a very distinct halo look here in the scrubby, but yeah. 12 seconds to dry, which isn't unexpected. This is Tomoe River Paper. You do see some shading, and you definitely start to see this halo effect in the wettest parts. Yeah, no bleed feather spread, not much echo, and that's gone. Even still, like on the camera, it's coming out a bit yellow, but I can tell you in person that you'd need very good eyesight to be able to read that. Only real echo is in the scrubby where I really laid it on. And here's 20-pound copier paper, where there was bleed and feather and spread. And I feel like the spread was very pronounced, because if you see how large the lines are here, compared to here on the absorbent paper, it got much broader. So, yeah, there was a lot of spread. So the color is still bright, but there's really no shading, no sheen. It's getting fuzzy and ugly, and it's not good. And, I mean, that's the most water resistant we've seen it so far, but it's explodey, it's feathery, and it's such a light color that when it dyes the paper this much, it's hard to read. And this is still a fairly fine-ish medium nib, and it's still bleeding through that much, so... On my original copy paper, this might have done well, but... Next is Mead Notebook Paper, where it took 3 seconds to dry, which seemed a bit long, but, I mean, comparatively. but you get spread and you get feathers. And I feel like it got a lot lighter. I feel like this is much more of a limey green. It's, yeah. I said color is bright, but at what cost? Because it's just not, it doesn't play well. And that is such a mess. I mean, it dyed the paper. It's much more noticeable in person here. It's a bit lighter on camera. It's explodey, it's feathery. Yeah, it just really didn't behave well. Next is Moleskine, where you still get some shading, but that shading leads to feathering. And it's really not pleasant. It's woolly, it's 5 seconds to dry, which seemed really long considering how absorbent this paper is and how feathery it got. Yeah, I really didn't like this combination. This got very light, it exploded, it feathered, it seriously bled. Like, this got onto the next page. That's how far it got through this paper. So, yeah, there you go for your consideration, Diamine Meadow. It's a light green. It's a bit too light for most circumstances, at least in my opinion and my experience. It's a lovely green though. It's bright, it's vibrant. It does well on, I'd say, acceptable papers and above. Don't use it on really cheap papers. It doesn't seem to agree with those, but there you go for your consideration from the Triple N Network. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. Bye.